Hi, this is Lynn Madijan from Madijan's Herbals, and tonight we're going to talk about self-care again. Um, it's been a couple months since we talked about it last, so I thought it would be a good thing to talk about tonight. Um, Tomorrow, do the housekeeping in the first part of this particular video. Tomorrow is the new moon, and we'll be doing the new moon at 6 o'clock here on live. And September 21st is Mabon, the autumnal equinox, and we will be doing that at 7 o'clock on the 21st. What you need to have for the Mabon ritual, if you would like to join us, is an apple and a filbert nut or a hazelnut. It needs to be cracked because you're going to actually eat it. So you're going to want to have a hazelnut for everybody that you're with that is going to be doing the ritual as well. And you need to have a drink. Whether it is, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's wine or water or grape juice or anything, it doesn't matter. You just need to have a drink. And that's all we need for Mabon. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about self-care. And first of all, I want to do a little bit of definition work. And then we're going to end up with 2 or 3 exercises. One that you'll do on your own after the camera, and 2 that we're going to do tonight on camera. Okay? So, what self-care is actually self-respect. It's taking care of yourself, deciding that you are important and you are worth the time spent healing. It is the healing of the self that starts the healing of the earth and humanity and nature, and it is ultimately becoming your best self. Through the years, I've talked a lot about being your best self. Your best self always changes. It's always something new, and it is because as you improve, you can go to the next level and go to the next level. So it is an always evolving process. So what is self-care? Self-care is any act deliberately done to help with your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. The goals of self-care are a healthy mind, a healthy body, and a healthy spirit. Now, how do we do that? You do that by becoming skilled at identifying what your needs are. Your needs, by listening to your body, their long-term needs, their short-term needs, their immediate needs. It's what do you need right now to help you heal, to help you feel like you're the amazing person that you are. It is signs of needing self-care are sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, an ongoing feeling of failure. Some of the time, right now we are being surrounded by fear, and we're being surrounded by hate. And it's hard to not take some of those things on. We all are empaths to a certain degree. Some of us are more and some of us are less. And but we still take on the emotions that were surrounding us. You ever notice, for anybody that has children, do you ever notice if all of a sudden mom gets mad that the family falls apart? It is, everybody gets mad at that point in time, and it is, and the kids are absorbing the mom's emotions. Now, if the mom keeps calm and everything is going okay, the kids generally do the same thing. Not always. Sometimes it goes bananas. But when somebody in the house starts emoting big emotions, everybody immediately absorbs it and starts returning it. It is so when we talk about self-care, I mean, self-care very definitely is eating and sleeping and dressing appropriately for the weather so that you're not uncomfortable. But more than that, it is being kind and compassionate and understanding of yourself like you are of your family and your friends. We typically are our own worst critics, and we focus on what we think are our failures and our flaws. Things that you would never focus on in a friend, but you do them to yourself. So what you want to do is start treating yourself better. Treat yourself like you are your own best friend. You should be your own best friend. You need to support yourself like you would support any friend. And if you have a friend that's going through the same circumstances that you're going through, what are you going to tell them? You need to tell yourself the same thing. Make sure you understand that you truly are a worthwhile and an amazing person. Everybody else sees it. You need to see it as well. And you need to present yourself as valuable, capable, and deserving. If you are willing to take garbage from people, they're going to continue to give it to you. But if you turn around and you say, don't do that to me anymore because I don't deserve it, they're going to instead start thinking of you in a different way. Now, how do we do this? Okay, this is a little bit more difficult. Small, sustainable steps. That's how you do it. Anytime you try to create new habits, you take them in small, sustainable steps. You can't always do something huge and flashy. A spa weekend or a spa week is wonderful, but unless you're, independently wealthy, you're not going to be able to afford to do that on a very regular basis. But you can fill your picture up with little bits every time and ultimately get to where your picture is full. It is, self-care is about comfort and expression. It is about acknowledging your wins and forgiving your flaws. And it's about validating your feelings. It's about becoming your true, authentic self so that you are happy in your skin, even if the skin isn't the size that you want it to be, or if you're thinking that you should be better than you are. You don't have to be that way. Everybody has value. You just need to recognize it and see it. So, how do we do this? One is by figuring out, who are you? And accepting yourself for that. If you want to be the you that you are, not the one that society says we need to be. It is, or not that anybody says we need to be. It's who you truly are. It is, you need to be true to yourself, and you need to release fear. That fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of loneliness, whatever the fears are that you have, let them go, because you're perfect the way you are. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the homework assignment that I'm giving you that is going to be done off camera. I did think about putting this on camera, but I don't know that anybody's in the space where they need to do this. So what we're going to do first, or what you're going to do last, actually, after this is over, is go get some paper and get a timer and get a pen. and you're going to do automatic writing. Now, what automatic writing means is that you never stop. Once you start, you don't stop. And you're going to do this for 5 minutes. All right. And what you're going to address is what I hate about myself. So that's the first thing you put on the page, what I hate about me. And then you're going to just start writing. And because you're going to start writing, and hopefully you don't have that many things that you hate about yourself, you're going to repeat yourself sometimes. So I hate my hair. I hate my hair. I hate that I have a hard time saying no. I hate my hair. I hate that I'm having trouble getting motivated right now to do some of the projects that I want. And you just keep writing those down. And when the timer rings at 5 minutes, you put it aside. You go out for a walk, get some clean air in your lungs. Well, that's not easy. You can't go for a walk right now and get clean air in your lungs at the same time. But get out, do a little bit of grounding, and relax. And then come back in and start all over. 5 minutes, but this time what you're going to say is what I love about myself. And again, it's I love that I am approachable and that people feel free to come ask me for help. I love that I have been blessed with the ability to have my shop and to do stuff like this. And, you know, you keep on with that. I love my eyes. I think my eyes are pretty. And you do the same thing. You keep writing for 5 minutes and then put it away and take a break again. Then you come back, and what you're going to do is you're going to weight the sentences, all right? So if you wrote, you read what you wrote, and you wrote, I hate my hair 10 times. So you cross out all but one, and it says, I hate my hair times 10. I hate that I have a hard time saying no times 3. And you get it down to a list that is simply, one of each sentence. And then you look at it, and you've got a map. Okay, I hate my hair. Well, if I hate my hair, that's an easy fix. I can go to especially now because they're open again, I can go to a hair salon and I can get my hair cut, I can get my hair colored, I can do whatever I want with my hair to fix it so that when I look in the mirror, I don't look at my mirror and say, oh my God, look at all of that gray hair. Look at how raggedy the ends are. After you do that, you look and you say, oh wow, I like the hair. Going brilliant pink was a really good idea. And then you go to the next one. I hate that I have a hard time saying no. And just think about that. Okay, I do have a hard time saying no. So the next time somebody comes up to me and says, Lynn, will you do this? I'll think about it more and say, I'm sorry I can't. But you've got a map to work on what you don't like about yourself. And the same thing with what I love about me. I love how I feel when I go dancing. I love to dance. When was the last time I went dancing? I haven't been dancing in probably 12 years. Why? Well, now because I can't. But as soon as they open up places to go dancing, maybe it's time for me to go. Because when I'm doing something I love, and I'm doing something that makes me feel good, I am much happier with myself. So that's the assignment for you to do. And I was sitting there thinking, well, that's 10 minutes, but sometimes you're not in a space, you need to be in a space where you're not going to be interrupted. And I wasn't sure that was where we all are here. And so start building your map. That's a good way to start. Okay, now, the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the empathic part of ourselves and see what's ours that we are carrying that makes us feel bad, and what is something from everybody, all the fear and all the hate and all the other stuff that is surrounding us right now. And so we're going to do a visualization right now. And this one you can do right here on camera. And it is, it's a very easy one to do. Now, what you're going to do, this is the Flat Stanley exercise. So if you know who Flat Stanley is, he is a paper doll that young school kids take pictures of him all over, and then they create books about him. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself as, I'm going to imagine myself as Flat Lynn. All right? You don't have to be Flat Stanley. You can be Flat you. And you're made out of whiteboard material. Now, if you look at your whiteboard self, it's not white. There's splotches and ugliness, dark colors, gray and pea green and all kinds of things on that. And that's the stuff that you've absorbed walking around in your day-to-day life. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean it. So you get an eraser and have it as wide as the widest part of you are, and bring it up to your head and start bringing the eraser down, okay? And as it comes down, you're going to see that it's clean. Now, it might not be totally sparkling clean. You may have to do this a couple times. And this is something that you should do every day at the end of your day before you go to bed, okay? Because get rid of all of that stuff that doesn't belong to you, and you're going to sleep better. So as you start doing this, you're going to find that at some places, like in one of the chakras, if you've not been talking your personal truth, all of a sudden, you know what? It's hard to push that eraser down. Keep going. Keep going and bringing it all the way down. And it's going to go all the way down your body, going through all the 7 chakras, going down your legs, and down your feet. Okay, and make sure you wipe off your toes too. All of that is going to go into the earth. Mother Earth is going to take that energy, transmute it into positive energy, and bring it out to the trees, where the trees will bring it out to us. If you do that every day, all of a sudden you're not carrying around so much that doesn't belong to you. And you're going to feel better. And when you start feeling better, you're going to take better care of yourself. So that's the first one. So I hope everybody has done that. Are you all feeling cleaner? Do you feel better? Now, what I would like for you to do in the mornings or at the beginning of your day, I know people that work, graveyard shifts, so it's, you would want to do it when you start your day. And that's, you want to build some protection around you. Now, one of the most common protections are a bubble. And, but sometimes people think, my bubble isn't strong enough. It gets popped really easy. So if you can't build a bubble, or if that doesn't work for you, think about Iron Man. There's in a lot of different places. I don't have any right now, and I don't even know where to get them, but I think you could probably find it on Etsy. Is chainmail. You can get a chainmail bracelet that fits right around your arm, and that helps you remember that the knights of old, that's how they protected themselves, is they had a chainmail suit. And so if you feel like you need a protection suit, touch your chainmail bracelet and imagine it coming all around your entire body so that you are walking around in chainmail. It is, and so that static that is coming off of all of the people that are around you isn't going to get you. So tomorrow, at the end of the day, when you bring out your eraser, you're not going to have quite as much stuff to erase because you've stopped it from coming in. You're never going to have it all go away, but you can limit what you've got. And that is something that is going to start making you feel better. So we're going to talk more next Wednesday about about self-care and some other things that you can do. The Monday we won't be doing food because that's the 21st, and so we will be doing Maybon. And again, for Maybon, what you need is a beverage of your choice, an apple of your choice, and a some hazelnuts that are cracked so that you can eat them. All right. Um, Thank you very much for joining me today. I certainly hope that this was helpful to you. I know I needed to think about this myself, so it was helpful for me. So thank you so very much. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.